Welcome to sports, everybody. The All-Anders Barry Islands Regatta getting underway yesterday in Morgan's Bluff. They sailed 2 C-Class races, and coming in first in both races was the Sweet Island Gal, skippered by Mark Knowles. Second place in the first race going to the Asu Draw WG Thunderbird, and third place to Sweet Liza. In that second C-Class race, Sweet Island Gal coming back to win once again. She was followed by Sweet Liza and the Asu Draw WG Thunderbird. Just one B-Class race sailed yesterday. Coming in first there was the crew from Udiva. In second place, the Lady Natalie. And rounding out the top 3 was Queen Drusilla. Well, the 39th Annual Bahamas Cycling Federation's Independence Road Race set to take place tomorrow at the western end of the capital. There will be 9 divisions in total, but according to organizer Baron Turbo Musgrove, the real competition is expected to be in the open division. That division covers some 72 miles, and it starts promptly at 8 a.m.
We should see some of our top cyclists, elite juniors, and some international cyclists as well, battling it out for the top honors and also for the Bahamian to be named national cycling champion. There's only been a few to hold this crown, and so Sunday is definitely going to be a very exciting day. It's a wonderful place to come out to relax on a Sunday and watch some exciting cycling event.
Now, Musgrove went on to thank Cycles Unlimited for their continued support of the event.
Cycles Unlimited, under the direction of Mr. Rudy Campbell, was very instrumental in keeping the sport going when others decided to not support cycling. They continued to support not only as a sponsor, but be involved in terms of providing the local cyclists with bicycles, even when, at times when cyclists were unable to afford. They continued to work. They made it reasonable, and they just, Mr. Campbell along with his family just continued to go beyond the call of duty and extend their hands and keep the sport going.
Now, with this being a road race, President of the Bahamas Cycling Federation, Roy Colebrook, is asking for the support of the motoring public.
He's tried to take all precautions that we'll be on the western end of the island, and so we'd like for you to give us the courtesy while on these streets to ensure that we have a safe race.
Well, after being named yesterday, Team Bahamas getting ready for the start of this summer's Olympics in London on July 27th. For Secretary General of the Bahamas Olympic Committee, Romel Fish-Knowles, the outlook is promising.
What I've saw thus far, it's really a changing of the guards. The younger athletes are coming on very, very strong. Anthony Strawn is obviously a name to be reckoned with in the region, and she will make her presence felt on the world stage. One of my personal favorite athletes is Shawnee Mill. I think she's developing into one of the most incredible athletes in the world. I want to see her do well. If Ariana makes it to the final, I think something special is going to happen. And the only reason I'm saying if is, because she's swimming 2 disciplines, so that will take a toll on her body. But I'm sure that she is up to the challenge, her and her coach. And I think if she gets to the final, my friend, there's going to be a whole lot of something special going on in that pool. A lot of Bahamian fried fish and grouper and the rest of that will be in that pool.
Well, it appears as though Larry Brown is out as national men's basketball coach. Here's what Vice President of the Bahamas Basketball Federation, Mario Boleg, had to say about the situation.
We already knew that this was going to be his last go-round, and so he's going to move on and continue to try to assist the country whichever way he could, outside of the direct contact with the country as relates to trying to get younger players in school and whatever have you.
And talking about Larry Brown helping out, he's already pledged his support.
And I look in the U.S. where I'm at, and there's about 5 or 6 of the best players in the U.S. that are going to college right now are Bahamians. And if we can ever get the best players to play on the national team and build the youth programs and so forth, we can really compete every year.
Now, in terms of who will take over the men's program, it's still a work in progress.
It's right now has been in place that I would take over as a senior man head coach. But this could change as we move towards next year, because we qualified for the Commonwealth Games next year. We definitely know CBC next year, so there's a chance we're going to be traveling twice next year. So we're going to look at revamping the coaching staff for the senior men a little bit, bring in 1 or 2 persons as assistant coaches. And I guess once the executives get together and we discuss it, we will make sure that the best decision made for that position and the entire staff of the senior men would be the one that we think will help forward the country for the next 4 years to the Olympics.
And that will do it for sports. But stay tuned, your weather forecast still to come.